In this video, I'll show you how to write your first function by reading order data from your BigCommerce store. So first we have to create a API account, and we'll go to the settings. And we'll use this API account to read the order data. So we'll go here, API accounts, create API account. Let's say read order data. And let's see, read only, then we save. Alright, and then we'll go back to apps, CodeByHooks, and let's create the function. We'll click on add function. Let's do update, or let's say read order data. And then for runtime we have Node.js, and then Python is coming soon. So we'll click create function. And then we have to set up an integration. This basically means that the function can read or write to the BigCommerce API. So we'll select BigCommerce API, and then we'll enter the API token from here. This is the access token. We'll put it here, and then we have to get the client ID. So I'll go for the client ID, click add integration. It was added. Let's go and write the code. So this is the default code, and in order to read the order data we have to add some we have to import some libraries. So we'll go and write constant get integration require BCF SDK, and then we'll do BigCommerce. This basically imports the BigCommerce API. Node BigCommerce. The payload is going to be the webhook data, the incoming data from the webhook. But now we have to read the BigCommerce credentials, so we'll do that by getting the integration, BigCommerce API, and we have to pass in a special parameter, API version, because orders are on the version 2 of the BigCommerce API. All right, then we have to instantiate the BigCommerce library. So I'll do BigCommerce new BigCommerce, and then we'll do the BC config. Now that we have the BigCommerce API instantiated, we can get the order data. So we'll do constant order, we'll do await BigCommerce, and then we get the let's see, orders, and then we have to do payload dot data, and I think it's ID. That looks all right. And then we do, let's do console order. All right, I think that looks fine. Let's go to deploy the code. So we'll have to update the code, but this function has to be triggered by a webhook. So let's create a trigger, and we'll do store order status updated, and then we'll save it. Basically that means whenever the order status is updated, then our function will run. So that was saved. Let's go back to the function list, and we'll need to edit the code and see if we have to remove that C there for the console. There we go. Deploy it again. Alright, function code has been successfully deployed. Let's go to the orders. And all we have to do is update the order status. So let's do the first order, let's do completed. Okay, it has been changed to completed. Let's go back to the app, CodeByHooks. And let's go to functions, and then go to logs. It should be here. It is. Let's see if it worked. Yep. So this is the order data. This is all just test data, so it doesn't really matter. And then the second one, if you remember, the console log was for the payload. So this is the payload from the webhook. It has a hash, it has an order, the ID, and then you get the status and the previous status. And then on top here you have the order data, and you can pretty much do anything you want with the data. You have the GOT library, which you can use to run HTTP requests. So you could update or send notifications using an API, or you could get other data using the BigCommerce API, like product data or customer data or address data. So that's it. Have fun writing code.